Chat, type 1 if we're on.
Give me a big 1 if we're live.
Big ol' heckin' 1 in the chat.
Alright, I think we are. I haven't seen a 1 in chat. Oh, we're getting some 1s.
Alright, there we go.
4 and a 2.
we got a lot of numbers.
Alright, so what's up everybody? I am Big Mikey and I'm here with Freefall YYZ. Would you like to introduce yourself, Joey?
Yeah, what's up guys? I am Joey, or Freefall. Those have been running this game for at least a few years now, I think.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be doing Chaotix, which is a sick category. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm super hyped
I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, we're gonna try to explain everything as best as we can, but a lot of it might just be banter and stuff.
It probably will be.
Yeah.
We have also both agreed to take a shot right before the race, just to loosen the nerves and get into the feel of it all. So we could do a countdown for
ready,
that,
man?
and then we'll wait for the countdown for the run. So there'll be 2 countdowns going on.
Yep, I'm all good.
All right, cheers.
Cheers, man.
All right, so I'm pretty much ready to go whenever you are.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Yeah, dude, I'm doing just fine.
I'm all good. Alright. Are we doing countdown
It's in the countdown Discord.
Yeah, Scoob, I'm all good.
It's a thumbs up from me. Yep, we're ready. We're looking at it.
Okay.
5?
I thought I was gonna count all the numbers.
All right.
Alright, here we go.
Also, if you have noticed by now, Joey's got green splits for Vector, and I have purple splits for SBO.
Hell yeah. We coordinated.
We coordinated it.
Alright, so I guess I can give the basic lowdown.
Yeah, go right ahead.
This game and this team. So it's Sonic Heroes. We've got our speed, flight, and power characters. They all do different things. A lot of it is going to be spent with SPO because he's the faster one. But we're actually going to be using Vector a lot in this category as well because we have access to a move called Ground Excel, which I'll do right now. Where I switch to SPO after the belly flop move. And we get a lot of speed that way, and it's going to be used a ton. So that's a little different from maybe the super hard mode run you saw earlier from Nacho. The movement's a little different. Also, the other thing that is unique about Chaotix is that it's not all just about getting from point A to point B like the other teams. Most of the levels have certain objectives that we have to do. This particular one, Seaside Hill, we're getting 10 hermit crabs that we have to find on the stage. And those kind of missions are most of the levels. Some of them are still point A to point B, but most of them have something like that.
Yeah. Next up is Ocean Palace, which is completely linear, as opposed to the last stage, which had a mission. So there's a little bit of everything.
Ninja power.
And the third mission type that's not collecting or linear is what is it? Oh, it's stealth. It's a stealth mission. So you'll see that 2 times throughout the run.
No charming love. There's a little bit of charming. Not as much as the other 2 though. Actually, for the Robot Carnival and Robot Storm fights, where we have to fight a bunch of robots, Charmy's like by far the most important. So,
Oh, true. So true.
he gets his time in the spotlight. But yeah, Ocean Palace is probably like one of the more movement intensive ones, I would say.
One of my favorite stages by far.
Yeah, you're super clean at this point.
Can you get rid of it? Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go.
Here I'm gonna try to do a little thing to skip a fan. There we go.
Oh, you're going for the jump?
Yeah, I got it.
Let's go.
I love that jump. It's really hard though.
I don't know how you get enough speed for it. I was like trying to figure it out the other day.
And here I'm gonna hop in the flower as Vector, so that as soon as I can fall out, I get to belly flop. And that gives me a lot of speed as SBO.
Yeah, I'm coming up on the end of Ocean Palace too. 122.
Impossible feat.
So yeah, that's one of the very few. Wait, 193?
No, I said 121.93. So super close to the one.
I was like, how do you get a 193? Insane.
This is the first boss coming up. There's what, 4 or 5 boss stages technically?
Yeah, I think so. It would be Egg Hawk, Egg Albatross, and then Egg Emperor.
Yeah, well there's 3 of those, and then you have 2 versus character battles.
Priceless drop. You have to chat up. Venom called us Large Michael and Priceless Drop. I love it. But yeah, Egg Hawk, you can kind of just lure him backwards, and then he ends up landing really quickly at this area, and you can kind of just wail on him with Vector really quick.
Yeah, a lot of wailing going on against the first 2 Eggman robots. First 2 Eggman.
So much wailing, bro.
The third one though is a little different. It's going to be with Charmy actually, and that's the final boss in the whole game. So no spoilers, but you know, different kind of wailing. Also, this is the first instance of RNG we're coming up to in Grand Metropolis.
True, yeah.
It doesn't really matter too much. What do you want to say about it?
Yeah, so basically this game has a level up system that resets every time you start a new stage or boss fight. And sometimes we want to give certain characters level ups to do certain things. In this case, we want to get level 2 Charmy first, and then level 2 SBO shortly after. So the pattern that we use to like fight certain enemies at first is very specific, because every 5th enemy that we kill is going to drop an item, and it's going to be a 50-50 between the 2 characters we're not playing as. So I'll kill that robot and then see it gave me an SPO level up, and that's really good, because now homing attack is going to one-shot all of these guys, and now I need Charmy level up, so I will hopefully get some of those. I did not. Luckily, I can take this checkpoint coming out with Charmy and guarantee a level up for him there.
Yep, I had to do with SBO.
Yeah. There we go. So now I'm level 2 Charmy, and you can see now I can just kill those guys super quickly. So yeah, the objective here in Grand Metropolis is to kill all 85 robots. There are only 85 of them, so you have to make sure that you don't miss any. Luckily, we both know where the number should be at what time, so hopefully that doesn't end up happening.
Yep, I'm so grateful for my 31 check, because I could have sworn I missed one in the homing attacking section. I actually shot it with Charmy and hoped that it would die when it hit the ground, and it did, but I did not know that until I saw 31 right there.
Yeah, that one's really useful. Right here. Gotta be at 46. I know I missed that middle guy.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Good.
Okay, but how do you bot boost? We don't talk about that.
I could explain it.
I was like,
I
we're
missed number
LTS
51.
kids.
There he is. Terrifying.
Press the switch.
Here we go.
Alright. I am all caught up with my enemies at the moment.
Let's
I
go.
missed one I had to backtrack a little bit.
So yeah, I guess we could talk about that. You noticed
You're reading the
that
chat.
category. What's up?
So you're reading the chat? I am super
I am,
laser
yeah.
focused right now.
So we have LTS as part of the category, which is essentially glitchless. You can kind of think of it that way, although that's not fully true. There are some glitches allowed, but anything that skips like a huge chunk of a level, we are not going to be doing. So that includes like bot boosting or power flying. The only thing it really changes for Chaotix is they normally have 3 or sometimes 4, depending on what you go for bot boosts with their route, which is essentially this trick where you take damage in flight formation in a very specific way that sets you up to start a flight against the wall and like travel way across the level very quickly. But what LTS allows for is like a lot more movement, and we get to see all of the levels, which I personally really like.
Would you believe that I homing attacked an enemy 2 times with level 3 SBO and it didn't kill it?
Dude, what a god.
I cannot believe it.
Also, I saw Dan say Deku would be finished by now,
And that's very
which
true.
might be true. So yeah, pretty good Metro.
Mine was okay. I had bad RNG at the beginning though.
Yeah, true. I think you want to get SPO first, right?
Yeah, you pretty
'Cause
much
you're-
want to
you're
get
doing
level
homing
2
attack.
SBO ASAP, and then you want to get level 2 Charmy like directly after, if possible.
Right. So power plant is another
It's
kind
so
of new,
weird.
unique one.
You actually go backwards at the start and take the flower that is supposed to send you back to the beginning once you reach the end of the level, but it's back
is that what
there
it's for?
if we just yeah, that's why it's there. But you're able to access it if you just go backwards at the beginning, and it's actually very fast to do that because the 3rd gold turtle is right at the end, so it benefits us to just get that out of the way, take it back to the start, and then get to the other 2.
I actually did not know that that was the end of the stage. Do you believe?
Insane. This man learned the speed run, and he didn't question any of it.
It's like, yeah, you just go backwards.
Dang. So yeah, it's possible to kill this turtle, the second one, outside of the cave with Vector. It's kind of weird. Sometimes he'll go into a shell, and you have to do this weird strat where you like rocket excel at the outside of the cage, and they fly up, and then you can kill them. Which is also really cool, but a little slower. Hello everyone, I am Dan.
Also, me and Joey talked about this before, but the stage we're coming up to right now is probably one of the ones that, honestly, 2 in a row that are run killers that we're both nervous about.
Yeah, this is the Monka-S part of the run. So, Team Dark ideally...
It's literally...
Yeah.
It's Team Dark into Casino Park, which are 2 of the least consistent stages in the entire run.
There's been a misunderstanding.
Ah, they didn't die. Alright.
I'll find Eggman's treasure first.
Wish I could explain how to do it, or why it works, or why it doesn't work, but sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
There's been a misunderstanding.
Did you get it?
I did.
Yeah,
I think we're actually, like, straight up almost oh, no.
Yeah, so ideally, you saw Mikey do it. Team Dark's supposed to like jump off pretty much right away. But I've been having trouble with it. So.
I have no idea. I think I'm like slowly figuring out what goes into it.
Fancy play.
I think it's a combination of when you switch to Charmy and when you jump, and I think when you jump is the most important part, but I'm still figuring things out every day.
Yeah. Oh well.
So for this, we need to get 200 rings as fast as possible, and we have a very special way to do that. And it is LTS viable. And LTS, did you explain LTS during
Yeah,
during
Metro I
Metropolis?
did.
Yeah, this is LTS viable.
There's a version of this that is not LTS viable, which
Yeah,
uses
and
pinball
it's all
launching.
about how you get to the cannon. That changes
Right.
whether or not you're LTS or not.
Yep, so for non-LTS we use the cannon on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's LTS, we have to make our way to the cannon on the left side, which can be a hassle. We're gonna
But
see.
essentially,
how it
if
goes.
you position yourself directly over the opening and you get one of your teammates in it, they try to give your teammate back to you because you're outside of the pinball table, but you can't because you're directly over the opening. So it just keeps sending them inside and inside over and over and over again. And
Yeah.
and you get 200 rings very quickly.
And it makes a very pleasant noise as well.
Neither me nor Joey
Too
play
high,
with
actually.
game audio on for the most part. And this is one of those moments that we're very grateful for that.
There's gotta be a
True.
way to stop the dice from spinning.
Well, I always have game audio on my TV, and I don't have it on the stream,
There we go.
just so I can do some audio cue things later in the run.
The two stages I was nervous about did not go well. Figures.
Sounds about right.
All good though.
Just wait till I get to Hang Castle, and Mystic Mansion, and Team Rose, and Lost Jungle, and Bullet
Oh
Station.
god. My man's nervous. Alright, so Bingo Highway, very similar to Seaside Hill. We're just getting 10 of an item. This time it's these bingo chips. And actually, some really cool strats in this level. We utilize the fact that when we tornado as SPO, he leaves Charmy and Vector wherever that you did the tornado. So you can go up and get a chip with SPO, switch characters, and just go right back to where you are. So that's what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to tornado, go solo with SPO down here, get this one, switch to Charmy, and I'm right back up. And I'm actually going to do that again in this spot. Make sure they're down here first.
Perfect. The work cut.
Exclamation point bingo.
I got a little messed up by this stage, but nothing too bad.
And now I'm right back to where Charmy was.
Here's Joey's best time to make up a lot of time.
Rail levels, baby.
Also, I didn't want to
Clutch.
mention it, but Joey, I don't know if you saw, I did a Sonic Heroes All Stories LTS speedrun where I did every single team and last story, and I went 0 for 8 on a frame perfect trick during the cutscenes, and this is the first time since then that I
Did
got
you get it?
that I just got
Let's
it. Yeah.
go.
So I actually got it.
Shout out to
But I
Funny
went-
Frame.
I went 0 for 8 on Funny Frame. You essentially have 2 chances every time you play this game to get a frame perfect trick that messes up the cutscene, and I just got it. I got bad RNG.
Yeah, so Robot Carnival, like I said earlier, one of the instances where you definitely want flight level ups for Charmy as soon as possible, because Charmy just kind of melts through enemies.
We're outnumbered.
There's so many of them!
It's an endless sea of
I got it too, let's go.
You got the funny frame?
Double funny frame.
Let's go.
Which one is Sonic? It's the green alligator. Bacon. Bacon and I. Let's go. I know he said that before he heard me say it.
Here we go.
Yeah, I got one Charmy level up. So good RNG to start. They're not homing attacking with me, which I love.
For those first 2 waves, I actually prefer to do it as Vector because I'd rather have 2 SPOs than 2 Vectors for the level ups, and it's a 50-50 on the character you're not playing. So I like to kill them as Vector so that I don't accidentally get Vector level ups.
That's smart.
I watched
very smart.
youtube.com/deku_sr his tutorial on Robot Carnival.
That video everyone keeps telling me to watch.
It's really good.
It is. I'm sure it is. Oh my god. I forgot
Honestly,
to
I still have a lot of trouble
tornado the guys.
if I'm playing multiple teams within the next couple days. Like tomorrow I'm playing Dark LTS at this marathon. I have trouble differentiating between teams' Robot Carnivals. The waves just kind of blend together in my mind. It's just really tough, but Deku's tutorial helped me like really know what to do during each phase, even if like things go wrong RNG wise.
Right, yeah. I'm level 1 Vector, which is not ideal.
What phase did you team blast?
You know the shield guys that you're supposed to tornado in the middle?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot to do that, and I was like, this is probably just faster than fighting him. This might also be faster to team blast, I'm not sure.
Look out for that rhino! Keep moving, boys.
And this is Rail Canyon, by the way. It's another one of those really linear stages. We start right off by doing some crazy perilous jump, and there's a very small chance that die.
Oh no.
There's a very small chance that you get sniped by one of the rhinos shooting bullets at you. And this time I did not get hit by that, but I just jumped off the rail at a bad angle.
This is feeling very reminiscent of that one race we had of this, where you built a lead like really early and then died in Rail Canyon, and then it was like super even.
Probably died in Rail Canyon like 3 times.
Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Quite a base. No expense here. Let's go.
Getting that checkpoint just because, you know, I don't trust myself.
Here we go. Here we go.
And this is a pretty self-explanatory stage. There isn't a whole lot going on that is explainable, except for the fact that we're switching between power and speed characters super fast. If you're holding B, or if you just press B when you're on a rail, you do this animation of speeding up. That animation happens in a single frame if you are holding the button and switch to that character. So we do that by holding B and switching between power and speed. The only reason we don't switch between flight also is because that has to form the entire totem, and that wastes time.
Right.
And sometimes you get janky movement when you try to form the totem in like 2 frames.
Here we go.
Which, if you've noticed, which you might have noticed, we don't really like to switch from SBO right to Charmy. Sometimes it's doable if everyone's really close together, but that's kind of like a case-by-case basis.
Here we go. Here we go.
Look out for that rhino!
Keep moving, boys.
Right. Sometimes, counterintuitively, you actually want to switch from SPO to Charmy in certain spots, they get what's called a catch-up flight.
Oh, that
Which-
too, yeah.
Yeah, getting like it's like really high level movement with for like very specific spots. But normally you just press X twice.
Probably my favorite piece of movement in the entire game is the catch-up flight.
Yeah, they're cool. They're super cool.
At least for LTS stuff. I really like power flying, which is something that you can do with Vector and Big Cat. I wish we could show it off now, but we cannot, unfortunately.
Right there, you can skip those rainbow rings if you switch to Charmy, since Charmy will go right over them as you pass by. And those are usually pretty slow. We usually don't take rainbow rings in this game if we can help it.
Yeah,
In
are
some
there any that
instances,
we
it's
take on
nice.
purpose?
Yeah, there's like some in Egg Fleet, I know.
Oh, true. Yeah,
Yeah, but normally we skip them.
Impossible feat. Ultimate ninja power.
I'm gonna go right into this train and take damage so that I can use my invulnerability frames to get past it. And
Oh,
then
that's
I'm gonna
fair.
go for this glide coming up.
Oh god.
Hopefully I
hate that
get it.
glide. I didn't go for it.
Nice, I got it. Let's go.
Got it? Ooh.
Yeah, that uses the rail booster on that leftmost rail. I actually just recently learned that only the left rail will give you enough speed to make that glide. It's kind of interesting because
So
you'd
were you just,
think
like,
that you'd want to
messing
take the
around with it?
closest one to make it over there, but you actually want to take the farthest.
Secret weapon capsule.
Sorry, what did you
Camera likes
say?
to really mess with you at this section. Oh my gosh. And you have to know the number that you need. This is another collectible level. And I almost got in the cannon without the right amount. That
Oh god.
would have been awful.
This stage is really cool. There's a lot of cool movement.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go.
I wonder if we can use that pole to go up.
Let's go.
Yep, and every team, I think it's 50-50 whether or not you have rhinos on the middle rail or the two side rails. For Chaotix, it's on the two side rails. For, I think Dark as well, it's on the two side rails, but for Sonic, it is right in the middle. So,
Yeah,
for
that
someone
always
like
throws
me
me
who
off.
is doing all stories, having to remember a very small detail like that is very funny.
Right, yeah. This game likes to do this thing where a lot of the level designs are very similar, except for very like minor details.
Yeah.
For example, there's a cannon in Ocean Palace where you have to take it in flight with Team Rose, but you have to take it in speed with Team Sonic.
And you don't take it
So-
at all with Team Dark.
Going to take us.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that
exactly.
cannon
There's
is
just
not
little
in,
things like that.
And the cannon is not even in gameplay in Team Chaotix. But for the teams that have it in their route, you take it with flight for Rose, speed with Sonic, and you just bypass it completely with Team Dark.
They keep you on your toes.
And for that previous cannon that I just went in, I know I'm like hurling through the air very quickly.
It's quite a distance.
I take it as vector so that when I land, I have a bigger hitbox to get the rail with, because it's very easy if you're SPO to overshoot or undershoot that rail.
Here we go.
If you know
Yeah,
what
so
I'm talking
unlike-
about.
Yeah, I do. Coming out of the cannon part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, unlike Grand Metro, there are more than 30 capsules in this one. We have to get 30 of them, and I do believe we get the first 30 available. But if we do end up missing one, we're not totally screwed like we are in Metro, because there are more beyond where the stage would normally end. I'm gonna go for the belly flop.
Did you get it?
I did get it. Let's go.
So I've been thinking about ways to make that consistent for me, and I just like cannot figure it out for the life of me.
Yep, I also took that checkpoint right there as SPO, so I have level 3. And there's just a very minor optimization that's for in the train section, where I'm able to only attack the pole to activate it rather than have to tornado it or
Oh,
rock
so
excel
smart.
it.
I
So,
actually ended with level 2 SBO. I didn't think about that in the moment.
yeah, it's kind of like hard to remember because you get the second level up during the cannon part.
Oh, did either of us
So
explain the capsule just hidden behind a wall that you can't open? After number
no,
21.
no.
Yeah, number 22 is behind a wall that you can't open, you can't really get to. You just kind of have to know it's there. I don't know if it was intended to be there or if it was supposed to stay there, but you can get it with a belly flop.
I believe it's intentional. I don't know. Also, I almost died trying to get into the flower.
Really? Oh
I
my
was
god,
so
I was so
close.
scared of that part. I hate that part.
Yeah.
There's like a wind hitbox around that flower. And it's supposed to save you from falling, I guess. But most of the time, it just kills you.
Yeah, it'll like drag you down and like make
No
you
way.
not able to get enough height to get in there.
Okay. I was very, very close to falling off of the stage with my final hit of Albatross.
Oh god, I hate that. Yeah, so Albatross, annoying boss with any team, very annoying boss
Dude,
with Chaotix.
I just
because
watched the
of,
gameplay back on the stream, and I definitely got hit as I did the final hit, and I was standing on the yellow and black lines on the right side of the stage.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know how I didn't die. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Frog Forest might be my favorite stage of the run. I think so. It's got a lot of movement. It's the first stealth stage, and I really like stealth games. I never really speedran a stealth game, but that's just a fact about me. We just can't be detected by any frogs. We can totally be seen by enemies. That's fine.
Right, yeah. Other than that, it is just get to the goal ring.
I took a
And it's
death
actually
right
one
after
of the
first checkpoint, Joey.
Oh god.
I don't know
Right
how
after
either.
it?
Yeah. So it's only
That's
like a
good.
5-second loss.
Yeah. But yeah, Frog Forest is one of the 2 levels right now that have bot boosts in the normal category. So this level looks a little bit different in LTS.
Also, you see me pausing after I'm rolling. It's to make sure that SBO doesn't take his shuriken out, which isn't really a big deal. It's kind of muscle memory from Team Rose, but you can chain rolls together that way. And you can pretty much stay rolled the entire time through a loop, which is really nice. As opposed to
Right.
needing
It's
to
normally really good with Amy because she has this hammer animation when you let go of the B button normally, and you can bypass that if you sneak a pause in between your rolls.
Here I'm gonna go for a catch-up flight. You'll notice that I go really fast with Charmy. It's my favorite part of this stage. So I'm coming up on a part that has a lot of frogs in it, and you can't get seen by any of them, but I grabbed the flower after using SBO's tornado, which turns him invisible, which means that I can't be seen by any frogs whatsoever. I think maybe if I touch them, they'll see me though. So I just can't touch them.
Oh,
Ooh.
I missed the shuriken throw.
Oh really? I went for the
Yeah.
fly.
Smart.
I don't think it loses that much time either.
Ultimate ninja power.
There we go. That's what I wanted.
You went for it the second time?
I did, yeah.
The ball's on this man.
Are you on Lost Jungle?
Yep. I'm struggling to enter the first flower.
Hey, that flower sucks sometimes.
Alright, and the reason that I immediately didn't attack with Vector was because there's an enemy that that guards the opening to that cage that had the Chao in it, and we need to collect 10 Chaos in this level.
Here we go. Thank you.
So that lets us get one, and I shoot the enemy off screen. Doesn't really... There's no reason for doing it off screen. I could move the camera around, but you know, moving the camera takes time. And there, I rocket excel to make my hitbox really big, so I can just get that last Chao and run off the edge and die. This is like a death warp kind of thing, where you go back to the beginning of the stage and get a couple ones that you missed, because the stage isn't really linear in its distribution of Chao. They're kind of all over the place, so it's kind of faster to get most of them,
Here we go.
take a death, and go back to the beginning and get the 3 that you missed.
Mission complete.
Perfect! The work of professionals!
You know, your Lost Jungle time was?
Shoot. I wasn't looking. I think it was like a 107 or a 109.
Gotcha. You had a sick one during the All
During the All
Stories.
Stories, I kind of popped off. It was like a 102. It was so clean. I had like... I was just like not even thinking at that point. Alright, I'll let you explain
good.
Team Rose, because I'm gonna focus. I messed
Yeah.
up.
So, team fights have a very odd sort of way of dealing with them, where you can put a hitbox right where they spawn and then restart the fight. And it'll actually, the hitbox will be active when the fight restarts and hit them right away if you place it right. So what we're going to be doing is belly flopping with Vector right where they spawn, and then like we're going to be pausing and looking for like a frame that's going to work where Vector's right above the ground, and then we'll restart, and Team Roche should look like or appear to spawn like right off the level and end the fight in 1 second.
I've missed it like 5 times in a row. That should work. Yeah, that works.
Nice.
Did you finish it yet?
I am coming up on it right now.
I think we're like totally even now. If you get it first try at least.
That was a little early. That should work. Nice. I got it.
Yeah, we're pretty much tied up.
Let's go. It might come down to Mystic Mansion. I don't know.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We do have one more stage before then, but I do agree
Right.
that it probably will.
Hang Castle, same situation as Bingo Highway and Seaside. We got to get 10 keys. That's what we're getting. And this one is actually, unlike Bullet Station, there are only 10 of them, so we're not allowed to miss any. There are some cool strats in this level.
There's some
actually. I
really cool
like.
strats in this level.
Yeah.
Oh, and I started to explain pause rolling earlier, but I kind of got away from it. Essentially, if you let go of B while rolling with SPO, you take out your shuriken and you throw it, and that animation locks you in place. So sometimes you just want to roll. So if you let go of B while you're paused, when you unpause the game does not notice that you have not, like, unpressed B. So it does not do the shuriken and you just kind of unroll like normal. Almost like a half A press kind of deal, if that makes any sense.
Oh shit, the reference?
It's kind of like a half A press, to where like you unpause after letting go of B and the game just is like, yep, there's no unpressing happening, so you just kind of unroll as opposed to throwing out the shuriken. And I use that a little bit for Team Dark and Team Sonic. That's pretty unused. I don't think there's really any use for it because instead of a shuriken or a hammer throw, they have kicking, which is a little speed boost. So most of the time you want that little speed boost anyway.
Yeah, so I guess I could explain. I've done it a couple times now where I like take off from a ledge and then throw the shuriken and kind of float across it. So this game, if you have enough speed and you do a grounded attack, like right before you leave the ledge, the animation of the grounded attack will like keep you from falling, sort of. And so if I rocket excel at a ledge and then I do the shuriken right before I leave, I can kind of cross huge gaps like that. And then right here, so a fun fact about Vector, he's the only character. Oh, that was so fast! Oh my god. He is the only character in the game that has a collision box, so you can actually stand on him for exactly 1 frame and jump off of him. And what I did there was get sort of like a double flight against the wall. I thundershoot SPO and Vector against the wall because that sets it up really nice. And if I press A on the frame that I can stand on Vector, I actually jump off of him and get a new flight, and that gives me enough height to get up there and get that final key. So, really neat strat.
I got mine really quickly. I saw you got yours really quickly too.
Let's go. Alright, and now we come up on the most cursed level in the game.
True.
Chaotix Mystic Mansion. You can see that counter in the bottom says 4 out of 60. And that is not a typo. We have to get 60 of these torches. It takes a very long time.
What'd you get?
I got speed.
I got speed too.
Oh shit, let's go.
So this is all about execution now, and I do believe that Joey's execution is a little better than mine, so might be a little bit of a
Messing
time
things
loss
up right
for me,
now,
but
we'll see.
we'll see.
Yeah. So, we talked about character level ups a little bit already. The most, like, striking example of this is this level, where getting a random SPO level up drop is very important, because that means we can take the next 2 checkpoints with him, which gets us level 3 SPO fairly early in the stage. And level 3 SPO lets us put out torches using homing attack, which is way faster than tornadoing every individual one. And so because Mikey and I both got that, we're going to be able to cruise through a lot of this level that would otherwise take a very long time.
Dude, I'm so happy about that.
Yeah, that was a very pivotal moment in this race, I believe.
If either of us got the other option, which was a flight level up, it would have been curtains for the other player.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we both got good RNG, so now it's all good.
So you can see in this circle hallway in particular, like, how fast I'm putting out these torches. Imagine how much slower that would be if we were tornadoing all of them.
And this is where you typically would get level 3 SBO no matter what, because of that checkpoint. I missed one. Oh my god.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I'm so boned.
Oh no,
Jesus
really?
Christ.
Did you miss a
I'm
torch?
fine. I'm fine. I'm actually totally fine. Like, don't worry about it. So I missed the final one before that gap, and I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna, like, fall in the gap and die. And then I took damage from an enemy. And just so many things happened.
Holy shit.
But I believe in the door clip, so.
Let's go. Yeah, so this room, actually faster to Team Blast, even though Chaotix Team Blast is pretty long. Those big hammer robots with the helmets on take a very long time to kill normally.
I gave up on the door clip.
No. And we're coming up on probably the scariest room in the run, the spiderweb room.
Yep.
I'm going to be doing it all with SPO.
Me too.
Which means if I jump off the web, I cannot catch myself with Charmy, like I would want to if I were in danger. So hopefully we play clean. So far, so good. We gotta come over here, get these torches, and press the switch to open the door. One more jump, and we are out of there. Let's go. We should be at 52, yep, 52 out of 60. There's 4 in this trippy room down here that has a lot of enemies that I can potentially homing attack, which is kind of annoying, so I put these out with Rocket Excel. And then we just have the final room. Alright, 402, not too bad.
402? Oh my.
I believe.
No, I'm gonna get like a 4. I'm gonna get like a 440, I think.
That's not too bad. I mean, honestly, you were ahead going in, so it's probably like still really even.
I'm entering the big boy room right now.
Alright. Well, I missed the second funny frame, so that's how you take the lead back. If you can get both funny frames.
This is gonna cost you extra.
Okay, so in Robot Storm, level 2 Charmy is still very important. I'd be very glad to get that early. But also, I want Vector level ups as well, because it makes some of the later phases with more enemies a lot more comfortable. We got 1 Charmy and 1 Vector, so far very good. They did not take it easy on Chaotix with these robot fights. They probably have... I don't have a lot of experience with Team Dark, but I think they're harder than us.
I also missed the second funny frame.
Oh shit. No funny frame 2. I cannot switch to Vector for some reason. And yeah, I got level 2 Vector and level 2 Charmy, so I should be good to go for the rest of this. I've seen many speedruns die to Robot Storm because no matter how late into the stage you are, if you take a death, it's sending you all the way back to the beginning. And unlike Robot Carnival, they don't have like an invisible barrier to kind of keep you on the level. So you gotta be very careful, especially when you don't have any rings. You gotta make sure that you're not taking any damage.
Level 0 Charmy going into this section.
Oh my.
Oh my. Level 2 SPO though.
So yeah, I really like having level 2 Vector for this phase in particular. Makes it much less stressful. And then this following one is actually one where we want to Team Blast because there's 3 hammer guys. Faster to just press the Z button.
Oh my god, I'm still level 0 Charmy.
No, game one. Even when they give you good RNG in Mystic Mansion, they fuck you over in Robot Storm.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, finally, level 1 Charmy.
Okay. So this phase, I actually have to wait to jump at these guys, because if I jump too early, the 3 bird robots that are flying by actually won't spawn. So you have to make sure you like take a second before you jump out there. Kind of strange.
Ah, my level 2 Charmy in the distance.
This phase is just a lot of thunder shooting. The enemies will fall pretty slowly.
Here we go.
Oh my god, guys.
Alright, this phase, if I was not level 3 Vector by now, I would have to Team Blast, just because of the damage output of level 3 Vector. And how terrifying it is to try to mess around with level 2 Vector as opposed to level 3. But luckily I was fine.
So what's interesting about Chaotix Team Blast is that they give you a ton of rings. They pretty much give you like a full ring box for every enemy that you kill. And for that reason, every time you finish a Team Blast, you wait the cooldown and you'll pretty much have Team Blast right away again.
Exactly. I actually didn't know that the coins or the rings gave you Team Blast until Kind of recently.
Yeah. Usually what the other teams have to do is this thing called Team Blast Glitch, where you switch to Charmy and then do a Thunder Shoot and a character switch on the same frame. And the game kind of like freaks out a little bit and gives you just a bunch of Team Blast meters. So that's another way you can build meter very quickly as well.
Us with that?
So yeah, we're coming into the final area of the game, so to speak. Egg Fleet is kind of like Frog Forest. It's another stealth level. This time we cannot get seen by any robots, which is a lot harder than just avoiding the frogs because they're kind of everywhere. So
Yeah, this is the harder of the two stealth ones by far. But it honestly, the sight boxes of these enemies are pretty lenient.
I find myself, if I do get caught, it's usually at either the very beginning or the very end.
Really? I have never ever singularly once been seen by the enemies at the beginning of the
Really?
stage.
Yeah, sometimes I
Yeah.
try to fly over them and then they see me out of the air. Not that time though. Let's
Oh
go.
really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I had a guy looking straight, like, in my face, and I just walked right past him. And I'm like, thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you very much.
What a homie.
How could we reach this altitude already?
Again, a lot of cool movement in Egg Fleet. I really like this level. Honestly, if we're talking about like favorites, this one might be mine.
Egg Fleet?
Yeah, I really like it.
I like it a lot too. What'd you do, the wall run?
I did the I did the shuriken throw off of the.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna do the wall run now. So I'm gonna fly with Vector over here. I'm gonna do a shuriken throw off the ledge, jump, get hit by an invisible wall, somehow live. I don't know what's happening, and make our way down there. Easy as that. That was insane. Oh my god.
I want to look, but I'm playing.
Nothing to see here. Just normal gameplay. Yeah, you can actually go over all of these walls and stand on them like that. Kind of cool. So this is the end of this stage.
Sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
That shuriken throw never doesn't feel terrifying.
And,
You know the one I'm talking about? The one that you were just doing?
yes, I do. It almost killed me. Or are you talking about the one before the checkpoint? Like after the flower thing?
Roger.
I'm talking about the one that lets you get to that ship after the rails.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the one that almost killed me.
Impossible.
Oh, it almost killed you?
Yeah, it was super mug
I didn't know.
But yeah, the end of that level, there's an E2000 robot that can see you from like weirdly far away. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know why his sight box is so much bigger than normal, but you gotta be very careful with that guy. And now we have Final Fortress, which all we have to do is get 5 keys. There are more than 5 keys, however, we really want to be getting the first 5 because after the 5th one, you don't see another
What was
one
your-
for quite a while.
Do you know what your egg fleet was off the top of your head?
Oh, I didn't check. No.
I golded mine. I got a 157.
Let's go.
Shit.
Cachet. Sick homing attack. So yeah, we get our 3rd key up here in this cage. As I fall right here, I want to get this balloon on my way down. There it is. That gives me Team Blast Meter right away, which I'm going to be using in a second.
Here we go.
Yeah, and I have missed that balloon quite a lot in my day.
I think we all have. There's a really cool jump coming up where I ground excel off of the border here and then shuriken throw over there like that. I love that strat.
Here we go.
And then right here, I'm gonna grab this pole as Charmy so that I can jump off of it right at the top, fly my way up, get this 5th key, and we're heading into Emperor just like that.
I'm not too far behind.
I could just super throw at Emperor. It wouldn't be the first time.
For one cycle? I am not going for one cycle.
I will be going for one cycle. Drag said I got a 202 egg fleet, so you got
Nice.
me. You got me there.
I got you. All right, I win.
I win the race, guys.
I
Or
win.
Mikey
All right.
wins.
All right, I'm gonna go for that Joey strat. Ooh, I missed. I didn't die though.
Oh shit. Okay, so Emperor, the main goal is to get past him right away without getting hit, and to get the flight level up on our way past him, because level 2 Charmy is gonna do some major damage on him.
All right, I just finished Final Fortress.
Let's go.
Yeah, let me just take this time to say, because like we're definitely at the very end, no matter what. I want to thank the Sonic Adventure era speedrun community for putting on this marathon. I'm super happy to be here, and I'm sure Joey is as well.
Absolutely. This has been, I've been watching all day, like every run's been so much fun, and I'm so glad
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
could do this. I'm so
Joey messed
thankful
up one
for Seafood, Drum, Tempest, Scoop, everybody who's been helping behind the scenes. You guys have been putting in work, and I know all of us appreciate it a lot. And just thanks for having us on. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I golded Egg Fleet and Final Fortress, by the way.
Dude, he's popping off. Let's go.
Also Hang Castle and Albatross, but you know.
All right, our
Nice.
work is done.
I actually golded Metro this run. What?
Oh, really?
I guess so.
Dang. Yeah, I'm not going for one cycle. I'm actually doing a really safe strat that will hopefully get me a 30 or 27 for a 30, depending. Ooh, nobody's stuck.
Yeah. So,
Unfortunate.
my Emperor fight, I got past him and I got the flight level up, so the beginning was good. But then, normally you're supposed to hold against the wall in flight formation, and then none of your characters get stunned, so you can deal damage to him right away. But both SPO and Charmy got stunned, so I wasn't able to get the one cycle, even though I was set up for it. So I think I got a 30-second fight as well.
Mine was 35, yeah. Nobody stuck. It was very unfortunate.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
You can kind of manipulate them to stick to his chest to get a 1 or 2 cycle, but sometimes, you know,
Yeah.
things don't always go as you plan.
Right. Well, I'm not super happy with the run, but it made for a really good race. So it was actually, that was hype. I enjoyed
We
that a lot.
sucked. I did great. That means it's even.
We both got one funny frame, so that's a tie there.
What more could you ask for?
Yeah.
What more could you ask for?
Also, this theme slaps. Mikey plays it on guitar on his stream. It's hype. You should check it out.
Yeah, I don't have that scene ready. Could you imagine I just busted out?
That'd be sick. But yeah, GG man. That was fun.
GG. That was awesome. You can catch me tomorrow at I think around 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time for Team Dark LTS. I'll be doing the same category, but for Team Dark as opposed to Team Chaotix.
Absolutely. And I also
If you want to follow, go right ahead, Joey.
no. You finish up.
Yeah, if you want to follow either of us on Twitch, I'm Big Mikey _ and he is Freefall YYZ, no spaces.
Stream this game most days of the week, so if you want more heroes, definitely check both of us out. We do like this
Yeah,
game a
we're
lot,
both
stream.
heroes. We're both heroes boys. Also, if you want to follow the Twitters, I'm at the Big Mikey _ and Joey, I'm pretty sure you're just at Freefall YYZ.
That's right. Yep. And the last thing I wanted to say is that the heroes community, albeit quite small, is just the absolute best. Like everybody I've met has been such a homie, and we're all very supportive of one another, and if you wanted to get in, if you want to get into this game, absolutely give it a try at least.
Oh my god, yeah. It's like, so I was very intimidated to start speedrunning anything in general, but everyone here is so cool. Anyone will help you with anything, even if it's your first day playing the game casually. If you stream the game, one of us will just pop in and like try to tell you some cool stuff that you can do in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have to wait through the credits for to see the real time, because this game is measured in in-game time, not real time.
Yeah.
I would do that for the marathon as well. Question mark?
What was that?
Are we gonna wait the whole credits for the marathon as well and look at our in-game time?
I do not know. I don't know. I think mine is gonna come out to be like 49, maybe, something like that.
I was only off PB by about 40 seconds.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm plus
Which is
a minute
not
25.
too bad.
I honestly
Yeah.
thought that'd be worse. I'm kind of surprised. All right, Scoop says we
got
still got
some
some
time?
time.
Cool.
Also,
All right, Joey, load up Boneless Big real quick.
oh god. All right, I'll load up IGT and then do Boneless Big.
Guys, is there anything else? Joey has a YouTube channel. Joey just uploaded a Team Rose LTS tutorial, which is honestly the most friendly, beginner-friendly run for speedrunning, and Rose LTS is also really popular, so it'd be really cool if you were interested in the game to check that out.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a really good tutorial. I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I have a YouTube channel as well, but I'm just like wearing a maid outfit in one of the videos, so like it's really very educational.
Let's be honest, that's better content. Check that out right now. Open a tab, all of you, right now. Check that shit out.
Yeah, watch the Amazon stream unboxing.
All right, you know what? 4830 IGT, I will absolutely take that. Not as bad as I
very
thought.
nice. I think mine's gonna be sub 50 as well, which is, you know, that's all I could ask for a marathon run.
Yeah. Also, shout out to my 77-hour practice file.
That's real, right?
Yeah, that's real.
I think I've had like 7 practice files at this point. I just keep accidentally deleting them. So I would love to see what like my real practice files.
I like
are.
when
I also
runners,
have practice.
they like keep their PBs on different files.
4929. Oh, speaking of keeping PBs, this is my all stories. This is my Chaotix. Wait, what was your run?
Just now.
City reminds me of
Yeah, was it a 48?
It was a 48.
Something. That beats my PB by like 20 seconds. But yeah, I guess I'll stick here at the screen while Joey goes into Casino Park and shows off Boneless Big for a minute. It's a really funny glitch.
I haven't grabbed.
Yeah, you switch to cream first and then you start doing it.
Oh, there we go. So Big's just having a rough time. You know how it is. And yeah, that's Chaotix, and this is
Boneless Big.
with a shoe on his head. So I'll
Feels
leave
like
it
me
at
right
that.
now.
Thanks everyone for
All right.
watching.
Yep. Thank you guys so much.